Yeah. So can anyone quickly revise the tax, interest concept? What is the interest and what are the exempted interest and taxable interest? Can anyone? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So can anyone revise the interest concept? So we had discussed the interest. So can anyone quickly revise so that we'll move and we'll finish the session. Deepa, Deepa, Ankita, Anu, Anu, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anu. So can you quickly revise the concept?
Yeah,
Interest.
interest component, it's divided into two parts. One is the exempted interest and other is the taxable interest.
Okay.
So exempted interest falls under line number 2A
Hmm.
and taxable interest falls under line number 2B.
Okay.
Now, now then, yeah, then you gave certain examples wherein you gave certain examples of exempted interest, wherein one of the example was if we are getting interest on state or local or municipal bond, then it will be then it will be exempted interest.
Hmm.
But if you are getting the interest from federal bonds, that would be taxable.
Yes.
Similarly, interest on the fund is also taxable.
Hmm.
And in case you are making any deposit for the first time in bank,
Hmm.
and that is up to $5,000, and the gift which you are receiving from bank is up to $10,
Hmm.
both cumulative condition,
Hmm.
then it is exempt.
Hmm.
But if you are getting but if you are depositing more than $5,000 and in return you are getting a gift from the bank, say $20,
Hmm.
both the cumulative conditions satisfied, then it will be taxable.
Okay.
And then you mentioned something about the US saving bonds. There
Hmm.
are three categories which you've mentioned: I, E, and double E.
Hmm.
And these are basically the education savings bond.
Hmm.
And if it is used for the education purpose, it would be exempt.
Yes.
And then you mentioned something about source document,
Hmm.
the which starts from 1099. It is for interest.
Hmm.
And then you showed one form wherein in schedule B, that if interest is greater than 1500
Hmm.
$1,500, then schedule B is also needed to be filled.
Yes. And can anyone? That's it now. We have discussed now as of now. So this is the source document which we had discussed, the 1019 INT. So this 1019 INT document will be given by the mostly the bankers, the interest which from where we are getting. So the person who are giving the interest need to give the source document 1019 INT. Here they need to enter these things. So the first one is interest income and it the calendar year. So for which year it is relates to 2020 or 2021, and some any early withdrawal penalties are there. So these top points here. Okay. So account number, recipient name and recipient address. So payers TI number. So TI number is like in India there is I think TAN number. So taxpayer account number is there, I think so. So in here also TI number and the payer's name, everything is there. So this is what 1099 INT document. So 1099 INT is the source document for the interest. And if it is exceeds, the interest exceeds more than 1500, we are supposed to attach the schedule B. So in schedule B, where we need to enter part 1, and it will report it to straight away 1040 line 2B. Done? Clear everyone? Any doubts in this?
No.
Perfect, right? So apart from this, apart from interest, what we have discussed, and here failure to file and failure to pay, these points here, and okay. So and one more point in interest. So we'll quickly finish this point and we'll conclude the session today. And the point here is, in India also these concepts are there. So in CS students or BCom students, you might have heard this name. So the name is zero coupon bond. So you are aware of the zero coupon bond, right? Zero coupon bond in
Yeah.
Indian terminology. Zero coupon bond. So here also the interest component will be there, right? So what is zero coupon bond? So in India, I mean in US, the term is original issue discount. Original 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 issue discount. So US technology is original issue discount. So in India, we used to call it as zero coupon bonds. So both are similar only. So what is zero coupon bond? Can anyone tell? As per Indian technology, can anyone? Or else you can take an example.
It is basically a bond which will be reimbursed at par value, but when you buy it, you get it at a deep discount. So
Yeah.
in that way, you'll be earning the interest, but you'll not be getting any interest percentage as in that. So
Okay. So say for example, we are like in 2020 year. So one bank is there. So the bank name, for example, only I'm saying. So we had deposited in ICICI Bank in the year of 2020. So it is in bond only. So the amount 5,000 US dollars. So now the tenure will be there for the bond. There will be some tenure. So bond tenure will be 5 years. Okay, 2018. So ICICI Bank will not give interest every year. So what they will give now? So at the time of redemption. So what is the tenure? 5 years. So at the time of fifth year. So 2023. So after completion of the 5 years, so instead of 5,000, they used to give 7,000 as this is the original value. Original value. So this is redemption, maturity value. So this 7,000 what we call maturity value. Maturity value. So here the interest portion is 5,000 7,000 minus 2,000. So this is what interest amount. Okay. So for this there are some conditions. So for interest, what is the source document for interest? N IN. Correct. What is the source document for the interest?
1099 INT.
Okay. So for this, the source document is 1099 OID, original issue discount. Okay. Original issue discount. So these rules, these OID rules will not applicable to some cases. So when it is short term, if it is short term, so what is short term? So less than 12 months cases, less than or equal to 12 months cases. So we consider it as short term. So the OID rules will not applicable to short term. So it is applicable only to the long term. So what is long term? More than 12 months. More than 12 months. It is long term. Long term. So OID will not be applicable for short term. So it will be applicable only for the long term only. And previously we had discussed one bond, US savings bond, right? US savings bond. So for this also the OID rules will not applicable. So OID rules will not applicable to the short term as well as the US savings bonds as well as tax exempt obligations will be there. Tax exempt cases. Exempt obligations. We will see this point later, don't worry. So in three cases, the OID rules will not applicable. Done? Clear?
Yes.
Yes. So in this case, one important point in OID is if the issuer if the issuer didn't give you any money at the time of the redemption, so even though on accrual basis we need to follow here, on accrual, not on cash basis. So if it is accrued, we should show it as income, even if you didn't receive any amount also. Done. So OID will be on accrual basis only. So irrespective of the income, we received or not.
Yeah.
So it should be an accrual basis only. The OID, in case of interest, it will be like cash basis or accrual, whatever it may be. But in case of OID, it should be in accrual basis only. So we will not allow the taxpayer to go with the actual basis. So if it is cash basis also, we used to take it as accrual basis in case of OID. This is the most important point in case of OID. What is the source document for OID?
109.
So for any income, it will start with 1099. So you will see lot of income source documents. So 1099. So there are series like DIV, INT. So there are some series. So we'll see soon. We'll see these source documents. So this is the point. So with this, we had completed the interest portion. We had completed. Done.
Okay.
Any doubts in this?
No.
No, okay, perfect. So we can end the session. Done? Good night,
Yeah.
everyone. Have a nice day. And
Yeah, thank
Good
you.
night. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Try to recollect these things. I mean, I will share you the Excel link in the group. And for tomorrow session, you have to read all these points. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Good night. Thank you.
Night.